like I said, I didn't have a choice. I had a mastectomy and recovery, but I didn't have no information at that time. There was nothing that came to me. I'm born here, you know, so language is no barrier and things like that, but it was like, should I say, more about awareness really. I didn't have no awareness of breast cancer up until that point. Even then, when I waiting for surgery, it was just automatically, I needed to get it out of my body. That was my first thought of, you know, I want to get rid of it basically. And even then, there was not a lot of information about, not a lot of support really. Because I was a student counsellor at Christie's, I think I had support from them, you know, the breast nurses, because they were aware that I was there at Christie's, and that's where I picked up loads of information. And the breast nurse at the time from Trafford referred me to the Macmillan Centre, which is based at Trafford, and she goes, you get loads of support there, alternative therapies, if you wanted to talk to somebody like a counsellor, you've got everything there. And when I came out, like I say, it was a sort of like a grueling like 10, 11 months of going through my chemotherapy, my radiotherapy, and then it's like you say, restrictions about using your arm, having little awareness really, should I say, about breast cancer. Even now there's a high rate of cancer in the family. My mother passed away from cancer, but we didn't know what the primary cause was. You know, I was only young at the time. So breast cancer never sort of came to me. But I can remember once, a couple of years after my mum passed away, there was a breast screening van in Longside Health Centre, and I went and I said, oh, I want some breast screening done, and they go, oh no, you're too young, you can't, you know, it's only for the over 50s. So I'm thinking, well, if somebody's young, and there is a high rate of breast cancer in young women now, and where do they go? So even though we're talking about, you know, screening, but we need to have awareness, going back to our communities and making sure that they are breast aware. And it's not just about the literature, like doctors spoke over there about opening the letter. It's not about opening the letter, it's once you've opened the letter and what you're going to do with that letter, go into that breast screening and what it involves. And mine was at that time, like you say, okay, it might be a lot of older ladies, especially like the ones who are invited for breast screening, saying, well, hang on, I don't want to go to a male doctor, you know, and having that awareness, knowing you can request for a female doctor or radiologist or whoever it is that you can be. And at that time, to me, it was overcoming the breast cancer. I think everything else just goes out the window, you know, no matter who, it's about survival. If somebody says the word cancer, it's like the big C, and automatically it's a death sentence. The earlier we get diagnosed, the better chances of us surviving. So I think that's quite important as well.